So, hey there guys, welcome to another tutorial. This is Van, and today I'm going to show you how to use CamStudio to record stuff, and also I'm going to tell you a little bit something about video codecs, like which one to use and which are the best, etc. for your need, obviously. First of all, I use CamStudio to record my LPs, my tutorials, my everything, because it's free. It works on even not so good computers, which is kind of mine because my video card is kind of sucky. The rest is fine, and it's just really simple and easy, and it's not like heavy on your computer, etc. It also works really well, so I liked it. So there are a few people though who have problems with setting it up, so I thought I would kind of show you how this works out in your favor, you know, so you can use it as well, because again, it's free, and especially if you have an older computer, or just if there's too much going on in your machine, you just would like to stick to something lighter, I guess. So this is actually already the window of CamStudio. As you see, I'm recording here, so this is how it looks when it's working. You can obviously, here is where you record, here is where you pause, here is where you stop completely. The only thing you need to basically do is, I'm going to show you a few settings, and you can, like here, region for example, this is what you want to adjust most likely. You can either pick full screen, which, well, it does what it says. You can record full screen. You can take a region, or you can make a fixed region, which will bring up a window where you can select a certain area, which is what I did just now, just to have a certain area to work with, so I don't have to, for example, cut the video later, as in trim. So that's what you want to do here. Then there's a few more important options, which is, first of all, the cursor options, like depending if you're recording a Let's Play, you might want to hide your cursor, for example, and if you're doing a tutorial like I'm doing right now, you want to show the cursor. You can also change if it's going to get highlighted here. You can highlight the cursor whenever you press the mouse button. There we go. You can also change the cursor completely, or whatever the hell you want to do, just like here. Then you can obviously pick to not record any audio. You can record from microphone, you can record from speakers. Unfortunately, you can't do both unless you have some sort of splitter or something that makes your microphone get an input into your speaker output. Or what you could do is for example FiyahKitteh does. He has his computer on loud and then just records, he has his sound on actual speakers, and he then records from microphone, and then you pick up your microphone and also the sound that is coming out of your computer speakers. If you have good enough speakers, you can go ahead and do that. If you don't, you might have to either just pick one or the other. For Let's Plays, there's multiple things you could do. If you can only record, let's say, the sound from the speakers, you could simultaneously record your voice over a second program, for example, or you could do post commentary, whatever you like. So then there's audio options. You obviously want to go check the microphone options and pick your whatever device you have. Pick your recording format. You don't really have to change much in here, except I would recommend to use MCI Recording, because this is an option that a lot of people look for. This prevents desyncing of video and audio. That is a problem a lot of people have, and a lot of people don't know how to fix it, and then end up thinking that this program sucks, which it doesn't. You just have to activate this box here. I don't know why they don't do it for like by default. And that's really much the only thing you have to change here, pretty much. Then if you go to the audio options again, there is the options for the speakers, exactly, which is what we have here. You're gonna pick your device, and that's fine. And I recommend, especially if you do Let's Plays, you want to turn down the recording volume if you record the game music, otherwise you're gonna have one hell of a mess of pixelated sounding audio, and that's absolutely not cool. The best thing would probably be to test it out first before you make your big recording, and then notice that it all went to waste. So before you do an actual video, make a little test video and check out the setting here. I have it really low because it picks up really loud, depending on what your settings are in your Windows options, obviously. But for me, since I maxed out everything, this needs to be really low. What else is there to say? Yes, the most important thing probably, which is the video options. This is how it looks. There's a bunch of codecs in here that you can pick. And you should do this obviously before the recording and not during the recording or after the recording, because it's not going to help you anything. I'm quickly going to tell you what I'm using, and then I'm going to show you a list to compare the single codecs that I made. So basically I don't have to change anything here except for pick a codec, maybe eventually configure it further here with configure, because some codecs have extended options. And also you want to adjust the quality here. So what I'm doing for tutorials is using the CamStudio lossless codec version 1.4, which is downloadable on the site where you can actually get CamStudio. So you're set here. I put my quality to 70% for tutorials because it's enough. It's all fine. You don't need more unless you really want to be all sharp HD whatever, then you obviously go more up. For my Let's Plays, I use a different codec. I'm going to show you in a second. I don't want to change anything here so the video doesn't screw up. So this is pretty much the most important options here on CamStudio. Now I'm gonna show you what kind of codecs are, well, the best, I guess, for you know, from quality, from size, etc. I've made this list here. I've tested every single codec that I have, or currently have. There used to be more, and I tested it on a 15-minute video, which is what, you know, most people on YouTube can do, and I rated the quality. So this is the codecs that I have. If you want those, then you should probably Google for them, or some of them are already pre-installed, like Microsoft Video or the uncomprimated maybe, or uncompressed, same. And the rest, well, again, you just have to, you might have different ones or newer ones or whatever. So let's start here with the Cinepack codec by Radius. It has an approximate size of 500 megabytes and for 15 minutes of video. But the quality is pretty bad, and it's actually the worst on the whole list, except for the Helix 420 and the freaking, where is it? Here, the DivX and the other Helix. I didn't test the Helix 420. The DivX didn't work. Like when I had the video rendered, it wouldn't let me open it. Maybe that's just on my computer. I can't tell you if it's on your computer too or not. And the other Helix is just not cool because it discolors your video. Like the colors change. Besides, it has only 5-star rating too. Oh, here, there's another 4. It's the FFD Show video codec. Small in size, also small in quality. Okay, what I need to say is that I tested those videos were made in 60 quality, like in that video settings window that you saw that I just showed you. I put the quality to 60. So if you put it lower than 60 or higher, your sizes are gonna increase or decrease, and then maybe your quality is gonna increase or decrease too. However, I kind of tried to compare how big the size is and how the quality is compared to the size. And based on that, I would actually recommend that you use either here the CamStudio lossless codec, which is what I'm using right now, because it has 837 megabytes for 15 minutes of videos, and it has a good solid 6 out of 10 quality rating. Or you could use the TechSmith screen capture codec, which is what comes with CamStudio. Yes, and it has the same size as the CamStudio one, but it has a good solid 7 quality rating. Again, this is on 60% in your video options. If you change it, this stuff is going to change as well, just so you keep it in mind. What I definitely don't recommend is to keep it uncomprimated / uncompressed. 9 gigabyte for a 15-minute video is horrendous, unless you have like a huge computer, but even then you get a 7 quality. You could have the same with the TechSmith or maybe the IUV codec or other. Now what I use for my LPs is the Xvid MPEG 4 codec. It's really small in size. It's 340 megabyte for a 15-minute video, and it has a good solid 6 quality rating. The way I determined those quality settings is I looked at the videos and by eye, obviously only, not with a program or anything, and I rated how blurry it was, how pixely, that stuff, compared to each other. Like if it was a 6, it was it was still watchable and it's not like super blurry. If you follow my Let's Plays, that's what a 6 looks like. Well, actually, a 6 looks a little bit better than what my LP videos are, because I compressed them again with Windows Movie Maker, and it turns down the quality a little bit, just a tiny little bit, a few notches really. So, but my LP videos are about a 6. This is what I take. Again, as I said, if you want to make HD videos, this is a really good codec, like compared in size, or again the CamStudio lossless codec, or maybe the TechSmith one. TechSmith. And you can just play around with the quality settings in CamStudio itself if you want to improve this. But again, keep in mind that it's going to change the size. I'm just saying the relation from quality to size definitely makes the TechSmith or the CamStudio lossless codec, or maybe the Xvid codec, or basically the winners. Because everything else, there's the Microsoft Video 1 codec with 2.17 gigabytes. Then here we have 4.5 gigabytes, 4.7. That's just ridiculous, especially compared to what the quality is, when you can have smaller videos with a better quality. Smaller videos here with a better quality. So sure, again, feel free to experiment on your own too. This is just a general I don't know if it depends or if it makes any difference from computer to computer. I don't think it shouldn't, but this is just supposed to be some sort of a help, just so you know where to even start. Again, if you want any of those, if you're lacking them, just Google them. Just just search for those specific names, and you're most likely going to be able to download them if you don't have the programs that actually installed those codecs. So that's pretty much been it. If you need like help on anything else from CamStudio, feel free to leave a comment. I'm not a super professional, but I do know quite well how this stuff works and how, you know, the settings work best and all that stuff. However, don't be afraid to try out stuff by yourself. For example, like here in the video options, like you know, play around with the quality settings here. Like, obviously you want to make it a little bit higher than more likely higher than lower, because the lower you make it, the more your video looks like pixely or blurry, and that kind of sucks, especially for let's play videos or even tutorials where people need to be able to read like numbers, etc. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, blah blah, leave it in the comment box down below. And I hope this tutorial helped, especially the people who requested it. And well, thanks for watching, thanks for joining, and see you next time.